If there is a child in this public school who is failing, and what are you going to do? Keep the child there and socially promote that child and let that child graduate from that failing school. And then that child goes out into the real world and can't compete with those who might have gone to a better school. You have ruined a life. There is a song that is sang, I don't know who sings it, but it's called Precious Memories. This evokes painful memories. It's not a good feel. Not something that we really cherish. Painful memories. Hope they'll never be relived. And that's a hope. But I still see in this country forces that are trying to take us back to a time that never should have been. So when I was coming up, my grandmother and the older people in Snow Hill, Alabama, used to say, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." I beg to differ with that. Words, I think, not only hurt, but they kill. Just in recent days in this country, we have seen the aftermath of words. In the killing of 11 people, in the mailing of pipe bombs, and the people who are using stand your ground to kill people who don't look like them. Words are hurtful. And the people who utter those words are just as guilty as the perpetrators who carry out the acts. I can't overemphasize how painful it is to see what's going on around us. I migrated to Pensacola, Florida, and got involved in the movement. And one of the things that I remember post or pre-1968 is when we came up here, when Dr. King was here, to speak at 16th Street Baptist Church, and of course this was after the bombing and all that. I can remember, because during that time there was a lot of things going on down in the state of Mississippi, where 3 young men who had gone down to register blacks to vote, Swerner, Goodman, and Cheney, had been killed, and they were trying to find their bodies, and their bodies were unearthed one day, as well, it was shown on television. We were all sitting in the motel, in the lobby rather, of the Gadsden Motel, which is the only place that Negroes could lodge. And Dr. Abernathy, Dr. King, Bernard Lee, who was one of Dr. King's lieutenants, and several others were in the lobby watching when those bodies were unearthed. And that was, I guess everybody breathed a sigh of relief, but it was painful because they didn't know where those young men were. We were discussing the importance, I guess, of school choice and of the clergy and elected officials and parents. And of course, parents do, in most instances, support school choice because they want to be able to send their children to a place that they have chosen, and rather than have them relegated to by zip codes and to some school that's probably not up to par as it relates to schooling. But I think the important message is, more importantly, we need to address people who are in the clergy, because clergy people have a captive audience every Sunday morning. They've got an opportunity to speak to the parents, and of course they have political figures in their churches. My message to the clergy is that use your bully pulpit, if that's what you want to call it. Use it by telling people that you're preaching to every Sunday morning and on Wednesday nights or whatever nights you go to church, that we are striving in this movement, freedom for choice, school choice. We're striving for equality. We're striving to make sure that we have equal access to an education just like anybody else does. And we sometimes can get that in a private or charter or step up for students school.
Some hills to climb. I've had some dreary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. Sometimes my clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. And I ask the question, why, Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. More than these old eyes can ever see. And so I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I won't complain. God's been good to me. He held my hand when everybody else turned it loose. I'm here because of His grace. Yes, sir. And His mercy.
Yes, sir.